No one wants to hear about the details of your product. They just want to know if it works. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 simple steps for packaging businesses to grow their business to the next level, and for businesses in primary or secondary, making 1 million-ish or less, or start up packaging businesses, reiterating on what's actually working and the strategies you guys can use to grow your business. So the first one is product value and market fit. So I had this conversation with this CEO who was in sales for 35 years, and he was making assumptions that his product was very, very good. And he said, and I quote, "We do stretch wrapping and I do it better than anyone." Of course, that's a big claim. If no one can do it better than you, that means you're billions of dollars ahead of your competition, which you're not. So your product sucks at some level. So the best way for your market to exist is you have to go inside the market and search for the best businesses, best people that you can help the most, not who can use your product, right? Because many people might be able to use your product, but you might not be able to help them the most because you can actually see that your competition is helping them the most. So trying to figure out the market fit or the product value inside your business is that find a guy or find a business that you can help the most and bring 1 to 10 of them inside your business and spend all of your time and energy and effort on just delivering the best possible result. And right after that, they will be happy to actually leave a review on Google, on Trustpilot, Yelp, whatever, or even get you a video testimonial, which is going to be the perfect situation for your business. That, for example, imagine that you had like 1, 3, 5 a very, very good video testimonials that you can convert them into case studies and have them on your website. It's going to be like marketing forever, right? This is going to be like other people are marketing for your business. First of all, try to test your product in front of your prospects and actually, hear them out. You just need to hear the guy who actually used your product and just hear their complaints. That's the ultimate form of feedback that you can get from your existing customers so that you can reiterate on your product so that you can bring a better service and bring the most ROI so that you can make the most money with that. And with that money, you can, put it on your, like, let's run ads, or you can bring a new teammate to the team so that guy can actually, do other stuff for you that you don't want to do. I know it's going to be, taking a long time. I'm, pretty sure you don't want to hear a, long-term strategy, but this is how it is. You have to, stay on this until you bring the best proof for your product that your product is actually working, at least at some level, so that the people who don't know you buy from you. This is going to get you to the second step of this 3-step strategy, which is finding the right client acquisition platform. Well, to be short, I cannot, give you a direct answer because all businesses are different. There is no silver bullet that you can just, find the right platform and stick with it, right? Because you don't have enough resources to actually test different platforms and see what platforms bring the most ROI for your business. But this brings you the leverage from the previous step, which was market fit and the product value. Can actually bring you the power of which one is bringing you the most ROI. What I mean by that is, if you didn't have any money to actually, for example, let's say run ads on Meta, or run ads on Instagram, or like door knock or email marketing, whatever, you had to do something in order to get clients. For example, it could be like asking your friends, hey, like Mr. X, hey John, can you refer someone to buy my product? This is going to be, one of those moments where test things out at a very, very low cost so that you can see the leverage. Example, if you door knock, all day, and it's gonna, get you to like, 25 doors, and those 25 is gonna, get you like, 3 accounts, like 3, businesses, and you sold to 3 businesses every single day. That would mean 60, new businesses every single month if you actually just, follow this pattern. And this is going to be, great for you if you just, focus on just, door knocking. But yes, of course, it's not going to be, scalable, but at first it's going to, get the cash flow in so that you can do other stuff with it. Like, the next step might be, I don't know, cold calling. The next step might be, I don't know, running ads on like Meta or Instagram. Depending on your platform, depending on where your customers are, you should choose your platform. But you have to at least test it so that you can see if this thing is going to work. So there's no silver bullet in this, step. If I said, for example, you should use like Facebook ads, and this is going to definitely, work for your business, I'm just going to be blindsided by lack of data inside your business. There was this partner that he was spending, 5K per month just on Google Ads, and his Google Ads results was not nearly good enough as his, cold calling campaign. He had 5 people who were making, cold calls, and they were making a ton of money on, cold calling, and he wanted to actually expand into new platforms. We suggest them otherwise. We told them that, hey, do not do this. Just, do whatever that is working right now and do more of it. Until that system breaks, do not go to the other platform. And once that breaks, you just try to improve it by just training your, cold callers better, bringing more people, or, making things efficient. And if you can't do that anymore, that's the moment you just, go onto the second platform, trying to test things out, because the sheer volume of new variables and the complexities of new platform is insane. That's why I'm not suggesting using 2 or 3 or multiple platforms for a small packaging business to be able to operate in. So first, try to understand the right market fit and the right product value of your own product by just, going after someone who you can help the most, and just stick with them until, like, right after you just sold them, you just, still stick with them and just, constantly ask questions, or, get feedbacks from them. Just, hey, what can we do better? What can we do, like, differently? What else do you need from this, particular side of our product? What else do you want to see differently, or what can be improved so that you can make more money or save more money or whatever? Just constantly be around them and reassure them that you are there for them. And once they have a very good positive feedback on your business, that's the moment you just get the testimonial, and have them talk about that turning point of them making that decision on why your business is actually good. And that video testimonial is actually enough for you guys to be able to scale your business, because running ads is just about more visibility, right? Once you just are more visible, your business is going to be more visible in front of more people. So if your product sucks, no one's going to buy from you, and you lost a ton of money. But if someone talks about your business, and if that target business is actually a good business, people will actually buy, because no one wants to think about the technicality of your product, or no one wants to hear about the details of your product. They just want to know if it works, if it helps them. That's it. And if you can reassure them, this is the best way, right? This is the best way, so that for your current customers to tell your future customers to buy your own product. I mean, just bring more and more testimonials. Try not to scale your business yet. Do not try to grow your business or make the most money. Try to bring the best people, the best businesses, the best accounts, clients for your business. And once that's done, just get the testimonials in and build a very, very solid and powerful sales letter for the exact persona, for the exact person that you want to sell to the most, and just have it in front of other people, because you are very much confident that you can help these guys specifically, and you're trying to avoid other people or other businesses that does not fall into this category. And once you're sure of 2 things, that you're getting enough referrals from your existing customers, and you're getting enough new customers from your other, platform, like the door knocking, the running ads, whatever that thing is, you're getting enough, inflow of, people. So it's like amount of referrals that, comes to your business is like is actually 20/80. Like you get, 20% referrals and 80%, new customers if you're starting from scratch. And if you just, see this, pattern for like 5 months, 6 months and above, that's the moment you just, go to the, third step, which is bringing new people to your business and building the team for your business, which the first people that you actually hire is actually in a place where is the bottleneck of your business. What I mean by that is just, think of your business as a, pipeline, which is getting people in, them going through the, sales process, and that sales process becomes a close or a, sale. And then right after the sale, they just, continue buying from you. And this is a your business pipeline at the very beginning to the end. The very first thing you just have to ask yourself this: if I doubled the inflow of people coming in, where in this pipeline am I gonna break things so that I can fix it in the future? Example: if I double the number of leads who are coming in, just leads, it could be cold, it could be hot, doesn't matter. The number of leads, if I double them overnight, I mean doubled my ad spend today, what's going to happen to the rest of my business, to the sales, to the fulfillment, delivery, and retaining the customers for the incoming months? What's going to happen? If the answer is no, nothing is going to happen, that's not the bottleneck. You can actually double it and nothing's going to happen. And you just go to the next level. You just go step by step and say, hey, if I double the sales, which means I have to at least double the number of leads who are coming in. And if I could double the sales, what's going to happen to the rest of the journey? Nothing happens, but I don't have the manpower to actually process sales, or I don't have salespeople to, answer the calls or the lead forms or whatever. If that's the, bottleneck, that means you should bring on a sales guy instead of like a VA or like a, person who actually, takes care of your marketing side of your business and so on. And if none of that happens, you just you're just free balling. You just go until something breaks. And if that thing breaks, that's gonna be your bottleneck. That's the first person that you bring to the business, and then you just go round and round until you just break things. You grow, you break things, you fix it, you grow, you break it, and so on. Because I saw many packaging businesses think that if they cast a wide net, they can actually bring leads. That's the kind of shooting that you cannot afford, because every penny in your business actually counts at this level, at very low levels, 1 million and below. It's actually the most leveraging thing that you can do, that you be inside the customer acquisition yourself and just have someone to do the like lead gen or like demand gen for your business, and then slowly remove yourself, because hiring a sales guy is very expensive and you have to train the guy if they were not good, and most of the time the first hires are just gonna go away. It's crazy. So it's way better to hire someone so that that guy or that team can generate demand so that you can take care of the sales. And then you just grow slowly until something else breaks. And once that thing breaks down, you just try to remove yourself even more with the next thing that that is going to be the next bottleneck of your business.